So we've got a bit of a surprising Duel Links update today, going for a brand new balance of Rush Duel. We've got a brand new event coming with a brand new character that we weren't expecting to be happening the way it's happening, and also a massive campaign giving free cars, tickets, gems, box chips, the whole works. So let's dive into the brand new balance first of all for Rush Duel. Now, this is a bit divisive in the community because there's not many hits on here. So first of all, we've got dragons being freed, both variants. We've got residents being unhit with the pitcher going from 3 to 2, which is massive because now you can play more Dragias or more of your Phoenix Dragons, and at the moment Resonance doesn't do much at all. And the thing with Resonance is on release, it was kind of like the skills we have right now, but so much better than every other skill in the game, right? Of course, you had your attack point buff, you had your back removal built in with your Dragonic Slayer, and so this is now giving more support for that deck, which I think is fine to come back now. Of course, don't bring it back in its entirety, but, you know, some small unhits is what we kind of need right now. Then we've got the Clear Ice Dragon going to Unlimited, which is a buff for Rise Dragon decks, and this card right now is so much better than it was on release, right? You've got things like Harpies that like the Graveyard, you've got Royal Rebels that like the Graveyard, you've got King's Majesty, you've got Talismanic Seal Array, you've got the Guard. All powerful cards that do use the Graveyard to recur resources. This card is now better because you can interrupt those plays, which is fantastic. But the big one is this Limit 3 on King's Majesty. Now, this is of course Konami thinking, you know what, Royal Rebels use this, and so if you put this plus Heavy Metal in the same limit, then people are clearly going to go 2 Heavy Metal, 1 of this. But will they? Maybe not. They might just go, you know what, I'm going to go get the Guard from the box and, you know, play that instead. And they could do that, right? But it's not just Rebels that were using this card. It was things like Harpies or Aggro that were playing this that now can't because you were playing Limit 3s like your Heartblade Sisters, which you do need 3 copies of in that deck. And so this does kind of ban this engine from your deck. The big thing is, this is one of the best traps in the game. It's the only trap card in the game that can withstand a 7th Road Magnum Overlord OTK. The only one. It was played in Rebel specifically for the mirror match, right, for against the Royal Rebels Heavy Metal of their own 5500 tap points coming in. This card could stop that attack. You've either got to give up consistency or play this. I think people take the consistency and go for the Guard overall, but we'll see. You know, things might change and we might get more trap cards that can be played more generically that kind of replace this in other decks, right? It could happen, right? But I think at the moment, while so many traps are battle phase reliant, we've got to get some traps to interact on some, right? Things like a Legend Trap Hole would be massive. But of course, the other thing is skill changes, and those won't be happening for another 2.5 to 3 weeks, and so we've got to wait and see what happens. I know people are hoping for Essel to be hit, but that card is so new. It's a Super F in the new box. They weren't going to touch that anytime soon, and, you know, given that it's playable in so many decks, it kind of sells the box by itself, and so that was never really going to be a candidate to be hit on this ban list. But I do hope when skill hits come around, we get some skill changes for the Heavy Metal skill. That'd be good, because right now, the new skill that dropped like today, you can't really justify playing that over the old skill. It's just nowhere near as good, and so, yeah, it just... We'll see. We'll see what happens with Rush Duel. We'll see. Then we've got the new legendary duelist. Of course, we know it's going to be Sherry, bringing the new R card Floor Shield and the new SR card Noble Knight Shield Bearer. Now, you might notice that we have this card already in the game. Now, doesn't mean we're getting this exact version. No, it doesn't, because it says new card now. That hopefully means we're going to be getting the actual TCG version of the card, which is way, way better. And so what it could mean is that Sherry's rewards, her level ups, will just be the TCG versions of Centaur Mina and the other Floor Knight cards. And that, I think, would be the expectation for Sherry. Now, it does kind of bring into question, how are they going to make it so you know which one's which? Because I know the artwork is different, but the card names are the same, and so how do you know which one someone's talking about? Hopefully they slap that Duel Links logo on this card when they see it. All the video game cards would be a good kind of workaround for that, so that in the future, if they do want to say bring out some more video game cards that were released in the OCG, then they can do without any real hassle. Now, we're also getting the Floor Shield, which is a video game trap card. It is basically Countergate 2. You know, that's all it is. Ultra Rare Countergate. That's it. But the big thing is Sherry's event is a Duelist Road event, which the game doesn't actually tell us it is, which is really baffling. This makes it so much more exciting, a new Duelist Road for 5Ds. It's been, I think, what, 2 years plus since our last brand new one for this world, so that's going to be really cool, and yeah, hopefully it's a banger event. But then back to Duel Links one final time for the 2,500 days since launch campaign. Now, this is wrong, because if you take it from January 17th, whenever Duel Links released 2017, it's been about 2,630 days since then. If you go for the whole soft launch in Japan back in October, it's going to be 2,800 days, and so this is a bit late, right? It's a bit late, but you know what? I will take the campaign. So what we're getting is a free dream ticket, Prismatic, that lets you choose one of the 2500 Aegis monsters, which is cool because now more people can get that Dark Magician, which is neat. Don't get Neos, it's a free card available via ticket, don't bother. I would personally go for Firewall Dragon, but it is probably going to be reprinted with an alternate art in a structure deck in May for the World Championship, right? Like last year was Odd Eyes, year before was Utopia, year before that was Stardust, year before that was Neos, and so it is just, unless things magically change this year, this will be happening. We also know there's a brand new skill coming before that for the whole Firewall Exceed Dragon that dumps the graveyard, so if you're playing Prismatic, you'll get more points. That is really, really cool. So I think I'll go for Firewall Dragon, even though I could go with a second Dark Magician in this artwork, but still, really cool campaign. Also, we're getting a free UR Dream Pack for Rush Duel, which is quite nice. I assume, again, it'll be Main Box 1, Mini Box 1, and that's it. The other two boxes are brand new. They won't let us have cards from there, so I won't expect it. Then we've got more bonus stamps, right? Unlock tickets, skill tickets, and SR Dream Ticket for Speed Duel. That's really big. Then a bingo with a UR Dream Ticket for Speed Duel. Again, because this one says it's a login bonus, so we're getting a special Dream Ticket and then a normal UR Dream Ticket, which is really cool. Also, more gems, more box chips, more skill chips, and a brand new campaign to vote for a game mat sleeve and icon for a character unlock event and an archetype. So, hopefully, Heroes or DM or Blue Eyes don't win again. Please, please no. Have it be something unique. But overall, a very cool campaign. And I think that's like our 4th one this year, right? We've had the 7th anniversary, of course, we had the 25th anniversary for the card game, we had the Maximum campaign, and now I've had this in the space of 3 months. That's, you know, that's not too bad for free gifts from Konami, and it's way more than usual. So you can kind of tell the Duel Links is on its, like, I don't want to say end of life, because that's not what it is, but, you know, it's getting old, the game isn't growing that much, so just kind of keeping players around, and these, you know, this free ticket here is not really that valuable, because all these cards are available for our structure decks, and so Konami can go and make their free $5 if they want to by selling you these cards already, and they will do for this one in May. So they're not losing that much money by doing this, but still, this is really, really cool, and of course, we've not even seen the brand new box yet, so I have to wait and see what Konami have in store for us this week, which should be very exciting. But yeah, leave me your thoughts down below on the brand new campaign, the brand new cards, and of course, the balance of Rush Duel. Are you happy or disappointed? Let me know down below. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video, which should be on Monday maybe. If not a PvP video tomorrow, I'll have to wait and see. Adios.